Talk about getting into this space. What led you to think, you know what? I want to do this for a living.
So interesting story. I think I've maybe told this like only one or two times. Mike Griffith, he's a reporter for Dog Nation, covers Georgia, covers the SEC. Great guy. He was covering the Senior Bowl when I was probably 13 years old. Down in Mobile. Mobile, Alabama is where I'm from. Represent the state of Alabama. Got this hat over the weekend. I love it, by the way. And so I was down at the Senior Bowl Hotel, and I remember it was called the Watermark. Now it's a Renaissance. Now it's something else, whatever. And I was just getting autographs from players, man. Like I was literally hanging out in the lobby, getting autographs from different players at that time that they were in Mobile for the Senior Bowl. And Mike Griffith came up to me. Uh, he asked my dad, he didn't ask me, but he, wanted to know who my favorite stars were that I was getting interviewed from and stuff like that. I found that fascinating. I was fascinated by this guy asking me questions about what I'm doing here. And at the same time, I was fascinated by him because the next day, I think it was the next day or the day after, there's me on the Mobile Press Register. I was like holding up an autograph, and Mike Griffith is putting my name in the paper, and it had to do with sports. I was hooked from there. I was old enough to understand what they were doing, still young enough, obviously, to figure out how I wanted to do it. And that's literally it. Like I grew up, don't get me wrong, like I grew up going to football games. My whole family is spread out. Like I got a mom that's an LSU person. I got two brothers that are Auburn folks. My dad, it's out there. He's a Tennessee guy. Me, I was University of South Alabama when John Pelfrey was the head basketball coach and the football program was trying to get off the ground, and a good family friend of ours, Pam Young, was the associate athletic director. And so like I worked for them. So what I'm getting at is like I've always had the football blood in me, and even the basketball. My dad would take me to women's Final Four games when they were in New Orleans. I still remember, when we went and did that. So it's kind of always been in my blood. That's what I wanted to do. It's not like any of my family members like played football at these schools or journalism folks or anything like that. But yeah, it started off with something small like that, just being in the Mobile Press Register, to now all of a sudden seeing my own bylines. It's pretty crazy.